Imagine a world bathed in the golden light of a dying sun. A world untouched, raw, and magnificent. This is the Stone Age, a time of twilight, not just for the day, but for the very dawn of humanity. In a vast, sweeping valley, three young hunters lie in wait. Their names are Raka, Jito, and Sana. They are not much older than boys, but in their eyes, you can see the weight of their entire tribe. They crouch low behind the wild bushes, their bodies tense, their breath held in their chests. Their gaze is locked on a creature of immense power, a titan of this ancient world, a giant mammoth. Its colossal form moves slowly, tearing at the grass, oblivious to the tiny figures watching from the shadows. To our modern eyes, this might look like a scene of impending violence. But for these hunters, this is not about cruelty. This is about survival. This is the quest for life itself. Every sharpened stone, every painstakingly crafted spear is a prayer. A prayer for food to feed their families, for hides to warm their children, for bones to build their future. They are not killers. They are providers. They are the hope of their people, embodied in sinew and bone. The air is still, so still you could hear a leaf fall. The tribe leader, a man whose face is a roadmap of countless seasons and hunts, gives a silent, almost imperceptible signal. It's a language of glances, of nods, a communication born from a lifetime of shared existence. The moment has come. The hunters move as one, yet in three different directions. Jito, swift and agile, breaks to the right, a shadow darting through the tall grass. Sana, equally fast, mirrors him on the left, her movements fluid and silent. And Raka, the strongest of the three, takes the center, his path direct and bold. This is not a chaotic charge. It is a carefully orchestrated dance of danger. The silence is shattered. The fierce spear, thrown with desperate force, arcs through the golden air. It finds its mark, embedding itself in the mammoth's thick, shaggy shoulder. A sound erupts from the beast, a roar that is not just of pain, but of pure, primal rage. It's a sound that seems to shake the very foundations of the earth. The ground trembles beneath their feet, and a cloud of dust billows into the air, momentarily obscuring the colossal creature. The hunt has truly begun. This is the point of no more return. One mistake, one moment of hesitation, one misplaced step, and the hunter becomes the hunted. The line between life and death is as thin as the edge of a flint blade. The mammoth thrashes, its massive tusks carving arcs of fury through the air. Jito and Sana are relentless. Their job is to distract, to harry the beast, to keep it turning, confused, and off balance. They are a whirlwind of motion, their spears flying, not aiming for a kill shot, but to weaken and disorient. Meanwhile, Raka sees his chance. He scrambles up a large, weathered boulder, his hands and feet finding purchase in the ancient stone. From this high vantage point, he can see all for the chaos. He is above the dust and the fury. He holds his last spear, its weight familiar in his hand. He waits. The world seems to slow down. He sees the mammoth turn, exposing its vast chest for a fleeting second. This is it. This is the moment upon which everything depends. With a guttural cry that is part effort, part prayer, Raka hurls his final spear. It flies through, a straight, unwavering line through the hazy air. It strikes home, deep in the mammoth's chest. For a moment, the great beast stands frozen, as if in disbelief. The roaring stops. A profound silence falls over the valley once more. Then, slowly, majestically, like a falling mountain, the mammoth collapses. The ground shakes with a final, shuddering impact. The hunt is over. Raka, Jito, and Sana stand, breathing heavily, their bodies slick with sweat. And then, tears stream down their faces. These are not tears of joyful victory. They are tears of profound respect, of sorrow, a solemn acknowledgement that for their tribe to live, this magnificent, powerful life had to end. That night, the tribe gathers around a blazing fire. The mood is not somber, but alive with a new energy. The rich smell of roasting mammoth meat fills the air, a scent of security and the abundance. Children, their bellies full for the first time in weeks, laugh and play in the flickering firelight. The women of the tribe work together, skillfully preparing the massive hide, which will soon become warm clothing and a sturdy shelter against the coming cold. It is a scene of community, of shared relief and the shared purpose. Raka sits by the fire, watching his people. On his young face, there is pride, yes, but there is something more. A new understanding is dawning in his eyes. He realizes what they have just accomplished. They, a small band of fragile humans, had faced a creature of immense power and he had prevailed. It wasn't through brute strength. It was through something far more powerful, cooperation. It was through strategy, through trusting each other, through each person playing their part in a larger plan. That hunt was more than just a means to get food. It was a lesson. It taught them the power of unity. It taught them to think, to plan, to anticipate. It taught them responsibility, not just for themselves, but for every single person who shared their fire. They were no more longer just creatures reacting to the world, running from its dangers. They had become something new. They had become beings who could shape their own destiny, who could look at the horizon and plan for the future. In the dying embers of the fire, under a canopy of brilliant stars, humanity had taken one of its first, and the most important, steps forward. Thank you so much for joining us on this journey back in time. If you found this story of our ancestors as fascinating as we do, please hit that like button and subscribe to our channel. Your support helps us bring more of these incredible stories to life. We'll see you in the next video.